Welcome back to Rhode Island Wave. My name is Peyton Perry, and this Tuesday night I'm here at the Cohasset Inn. I'm very excited to be interviewing and speaking with Miss Rhode Island USA, Elaine Collado. Welcome, Elaine.
Hi, thanks for having me.
Thank you so much for coming. I'm really excited to be talking with you.
Vega. Your next Miss Rhode Island USA 2022 is Elaine Collado. Congratulations, Elaine.
So to start, before we kind of delve into, of course, your new role as Miss Rhode Island USA, I want to first know a little bit more about you. Who's Elaine?
Thank you. So I am from Providence. I was born and raised there. I am a first-generation American from the Dominican Republic. So Dominican people are very proud. So I feel like I always have to say that. It's so funny. But I actually was born and raised in the inner city of Providence. I'm from the projects of Providence, and one of the things that come with the challenges that come with that is I didn't have access to extra learning opportunities. I didn't get to play my favorite sport or learn an instrument at a young age, and I felt inadequate in my academics. But one of the things that turned it around for me was when I came across the Providence After School Alliance program, and I get to have them on my platform as Miss Rhode Island, which is a huge full circle moment, because that was where I discovered my passion for filmmaking. At the age of 12, I got to direct and write a story about a classmate of mine who overcame the pressure of drugs and gang violence, and then he turned his life around by focusing on his studies, and then graduated. So I wrote the film, and it was about 15 minutes long, and we got to showcase it at the end of the year in front of hundreds of students. And that was the first time I felt like a light bulb went off in my mind of like, I can do something, and anything I put my mind to was a very rewarding experience.
Yeah,
so because of that, today I am a working actress. I am represented in New York City and Los Angeles.
Wow, congratulations.
Thank you. And screenwriting has become a new passion of mine. And I'm currently working on a story about my family, their journey from the Dominican Republic.
Oh, that's lovely.
Escaping extreme poverty and moving to the U.S. 4 sisters. They didn't speak any English. They just came with their suitcases and 3 toddlers. And then they had to just kind of start all over and build a new life here.
Mm-hmm. That's amazing. So Are your career goals right now kind of geared towards screenwriting and acting, would you say?
Yes. I moved to Los Angeles when I was 19 years old. Mm-hmm. So actually before that, I had won Miss Rhode Island Teen USA, the same title that Julia won 10 years ago in 2013. Mm-hmm. And that was the first time that I got a glimpse of the world outside of Providence, of what I knew growing up in the inner city. Mm-hmm. So after I crowned my successor, I realized like I want to get out of here and just reach for something greater than or reach higher, something bigger than myself. And that was when I first started to pursue acting. I moved to Los Angeles when I was 19 with only $500 in my pocket.
Wow.
Yeah, it was a very hard journey.
I'm sure.
I was working full-time, going to school. I went to the New York Film Academy because I had received a scholarship through Miss Rhode Island Teen USA. And I was working full-time, going to school full-time, riding my bike from my apartment to school, then getting on the bus to go to work, and then coming home late and getting ready for school at 7 a.m. for months.
Wow.
It was the hardest time of my life, but I grew so much through the growing pains. You become stronger, you build endurance, and that was where I learned, like, I am strong.
Yeah.
I can do this. I can really put my mind to it. If this isn't going to break me, nothing will. And by the grace of God, I was able to overcome, finding a solid foundation in who I was, because I was so young and still learning about myself at the same time that I was going through this huge change and also alone in a big city.
Yeah.
So it just, my whole life changed through pageantry. It all started when I was competing as a teenager, and it was an honor for me to win again and be a two-time title holder, because I could have, just stayed in LA, but I wanted to move back to compete because I knew that you only get one shot at Miss USA, and I wanted to do it as Miss Rhode Island.
Yeah. No, that's nice. Thank you for sharing all of that. I'm so happy you did, and I really commend you for, all that hardship moving to a city on your own. I think that takes a really special kind of person. So you should be really proud about that.
Thank you.
No, that's incredible. So kind of touching back to, you said in 2013 you won the title. You were crowned Miss Rhode Island Teen USA.
Yeah.
Was that your first pageant? What was your journey up to the point of pageantry? When did you decide to kind of touch into that realm?
So I competed 3 times before winning. The first time I did it, I was like, oh, this is fun. Like, I want to come back, because I wasn't prepared at all. I think I got my dress the night before, if I remember correctly.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I was not prepared.
Yeah.
And I remember going in there and then walking out of the interview room saying, I don't know what just happened, but okay, here we are. I competed. I didn't make top 15 because I just was winging it. But I did get the Miss Photogenic Award, and that kind of sparked something. I was like, oh, wait, I got an award. I was selected out of everyone for this one award. Maybe I can do this. So I came back the second year, and this time I worked really hard. I got a pageant coach. I remember working at the mall. I was working at Abercrombie and Fitch, and all of the money I made went straight to paying for a pageant coach and wardrobe, because pageantry can get really expensive. And then I competed. I didn't make top 15 again, and I was crushed. I was so sad. I remember that next morning I went to school. I was attending Central High School at the time. I was a senior, and I was so sad, and I was crying, and everyone's like, oh, you didn't win, it's okay. And I was just like, I know. But I had one more shot. So my third year, I met one of the first ever female mentors that I have, that I got in my life. Her name was Dominique Lee, and she was also a former Miss Rhode Island teen winner from years ago. She was like, I really believe in you, and I want to help you win. And she coached me for free out of her heart. She wanted me to win, and she believed in me. And then that year I won, and it was a dream come true. I almost wasn't sure if I could do it, but I still pushed through, and then I won, and my whole life changed. And that was where I realized, like, I can aim for, if I can win Miss Rhode Island Teen USA, I can do anything. And that was when I moved to LA and all that. Yeah.
Yeah, that's wonderful.
Yeah.
Thank you for sharing that. I think it's very clear that you're definitely very resilient and a go-getter. Like,
Thank
you just
you.
went for it, and now you're here. But I mean, you're Miss Rhode Island USA, and in a couple of months you're going to be competing for Miss USA.
That's right.
Are you excited for that? What have you been preparing? What's kind of been the rundown?
So this has been the most challenging thing I've ever done in my life, because I have to balance my life and everything else that keeps going, and then now I have this new responsibility on my plate. So I'm working with Scott's Fitness, and they're helping us stay healthy and in shape. We have a pageant coach through Pageant Prep. Her name is Erica. She's incredible. She's helping me with answering questions, those tough questions that they'll give you at top 5 at Miss USA. She's helping me prepare for that, which has been great. And, all of it is sort of like what Julia said. Finding the balance has been the hardest part, but I'm learning as, like, the first month it was a lot harder, but the second month I'm kind of like, okay, I think I got this going. It's on a roll, and I'm getting the hang of it. So I really believe that in September, leading up to the pageant, it's going to feel more free and peaceful and not as hectic. You kind of have to put in the work, front load, at the beginning. Mm-hmm. And then so that when you get there, you can just enjoy your time and trust that all the preparation you put work into will pay off. So that's the way I'm trying to look at it.
Yeah, no, I
Yeah.
think that's a great way of looking at it. And I mean, just speaking with you today, I mean, I'm sure you're going to do great. So,
Thank you.
Yeah.
And it is the most prestigious pageant in the world because the winner will move on to Miss Universe. And the Miss USA has an amazing prize package. A lot of people don't know this, but you get a 6-figure salary. You get a luxury apartment in Los Angeles for the year. You get a Porsche, which is insane.
Not bad.
Not bad at all. And there are you get to go to red carpet events. I believe you also get a guest star role on a Tyler Perry show. So
Wow.
yeah,
That's
it's
exciting.
It's really exciting. So, and then you get to represent Miss USA at the Miss Universe pageant.
Yeah. No, that's incredible. And let's talk about a little bit your prize package just winning Miss Rhode Island USA. What did that kind of...
So it's worth over $50,000. We get to keep the crown and sash forever, which is nice. We also get they pay for your airfare, round trip, and all expenses paid for the national pageant. All of the Miss contestants got to go on a 4-day all expense paid retreat to Cancun. It was to the Nizuc Resort, and it is a very extravagant resort. Beyonce stays there. Yeah, she's been there a couple times, and they spoiled us there. It was incredible. To this day I think about it. I just want to go back. Yeah, it was a really great experience. It's a once in a lifetime opportunity, and I always encourage girls who are just have a little spark of interest to just go with it and do it. Even if you're just going to do it once, you can learn a lot from it, and it might be something that you end up loving and working towards to try to chase the crown, which is what happened to me when I was a teenager. Mm-hmm. I didn't think I was going to love it as much as I did.
Yeah. So if you could go back in time and right now talk to that, 12-year-old version of yourself, what would you say to her?
I would tell her that she is so smart and so beautiful, and that she can accomplish anything she puts her mind to. And that sounds so cliche, but that's really what I would say, because I didn't have enough people tell me that. I didn't know that this could be my life, because I grew up in the projects of Providence. You don't see a lot of people successful when you're living in a neighborhood like that. So it was something that felt like out of reach and impossible, and I could have never imagined that this would be my life. And even if I don't win Miss USA, but just to be able to go, I want to win, but if I don't, but just to be able to represent Rhode Island at Miss USA it's a dream come true. It's an honor, and I just thank the Lord that He allowed me to have this life. Yeah.
Thank you so much for sharing that. And kind of touch on one more thing that I think kind of touches on your roots. You're a co-founder of the nonprofit organization Abba Hope. Do you want to talk to me a little bit about that?
Oh my gosh, I would love to. Yeah, so Abba Hope was founded in 2020, and that year we fed over 1,000. We served over 1,000 meals on Skid Row in downtown Los Angeles, and Abba Hope it's really blessed my life, and it showed me that you don't need to have a lot to give a lot. It didn't take much to just come together with a team of people and say, hey, let's do something. Let's feed people that are hungry. We started Abba Hope during the pandemic. We were all home. We didn't have much to do, so it was something that I feel that God inspired me and my friends to do. And once we started doing it, we didn't really tell anyone we were doing it, but then we felt in our hearts that we should probably invite more people to experience this with us. And that's when we came up with the idea of a name and the color, the green, and the title, Lion and the Lamb. And we're a faith-based organization, and we just want to spread God's love and hope. And there is one guy who we met while we were serving in the streets of LA, and we had a really great encounter with him, and he turned his life around, and he's no longer homeless. So that was really cool to see in our first year. So we have big visions and a huge dream for Abba Hope. Right now, we know that we're still very small and it's going to take time to get there. But we have faith that it could be a national, if not an international organization, especially because we've already started helping a small community in the Dominican Republic small community of families that have been devastated by the pandemic. And these people have nothing. They're the kids in this small neighborhood. They don't have shoes and they have very little food and they're very malnourished. And I met them through my cousin who lives out there in the Dominican Republic. And she had showed us a video of their house. And my mom was like, I want to do something. I want to like just send a box over there. It's really easy to send boxes of clothes from Providence to the Dominican Republic because there's several businesses that have direct transportation, and it started with that, just a phone call from my cousin, and now we send boxes every 3 to 6 months. We'll send a box of food, clothes, and shoes. And a lot of the donations that we get from Los Angeles, we ship them to Providence, then we ship to the Dominican Republic.
Wow.
So it's been the most rewarding thing of my life, really, even more than being Miss Rhode Island, is giving back. There's a statistic that says people who give back they're more likely to be happier with their lives, no matter their circumstances. So, and I really believe that that's true.
Yeah. No, it sounds like a wonderful organization.
Yeah.
The fact they're even impacting and reaching people, from the Dominican Republic is amazing. Is there a way for volunteers who are interested to get involved with this?
Yeah, so right now we're working on a chapter in Rhode Island. We don't know how exactly it's going to pan out, but for now, I will be teaching kids how to read as a way of supporting our youth. So I would love to form a youth division through Abba Hope, but we have a team of people that we all have to come together and bring our ideas together, and then we can execute them. But I would love one day for Abba Hope to have a branch for the youth to provide free tutoring services, because that was something that I really needed growing up. But for now, we do accept donations at abbahope.org. Abba Hope, ABBAHOP, hope.org, and that's where you can check us out, see what we're doing, see our mission, and you can donate. You can also follow us on Abba Hope LA on Instagram and see what we're up to. So,
I definitely going back to college. I have plenty of clothes. I'll probably be right on that website donating some.
Yes, we do accept donations. So we have multiple drop-off locations, and for now in Rhode Island, we do have a drop-off location. So you can just DM us on Instagram, and we'll give you the information. Anybody who's interested, and we'll take it from there. Yeah.
Well, thank you so much for coming in today and, taking the time to talk with me. And I wish you all the luck in competing in Miss USA in just a short couple of months. And I'm sure you're going to do amazing.
Thank you so much for having me.